Moon Rising Venus cross watchers, always welcome. Thank you so much for joining today. I hope you're doing well. All right, Pisces, we're going to look into your overall energy. Cross watchers, as always, you are welcome to view this message. If it resonates with you as a cross watcher, welcome, welcome. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I'm live for other messages, other material. Please feel free to check out any of the other readings on the channel. If you're interested in a personal reading or spiritual life coaching, please visit the website that's in the description box. If you're interested in no pressure, but my Amazon wish list, the link is there in the description box below. Okay, Pisces, let's get started here. We're going to look into your overall energy today and check out the energies around you, of course. And then we're going to look at forward movement. Okay. All righty. Who do we have so far? Hey, Anna. Going on. Hey, Bianca. How's everybody doing? All right. Okay. Good, good, good. Good deal. All right. We're going to start off using the Light Sears Tarot for your reading, Pisces. Then I'm going to see which deck I'm going to use next. Okay. All righty. Let's get into it. All right, what messages do we have for Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Cross Watcher. Messages for Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Cross Watcher. Remember, time is fluid in tarot, so this message could have already resonated with you. Could be resonating at this time, or hey, it resonates sooner than you think, okay? All right. At work, girl, what they say on the Players Club, Bianca. Make that, what does it say? Make that money. Don't let it make you, or something like that. I don't know what made me think about that. Because you are a nurse, you do not work at the Players Club. I don't know what made me think about that. Hey, Kirsten, how are you? Maybe somebody watched the Players Club recently or something. All right, let's get into it, Pisces. What do we got? What do we got here? I think the lady's name was Ronnie. She had blonde hair. I think her name was Ronnie. All right, let's see what we got here. What do we got for Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Cross Watcher. Hey, Steph, what's going on? All right, Pisces, let me get a little sage action in here today. One second here. All right. Okay. Yeah, I thought so. Thank you for confirming, Bianca. All right. The overall energy I have for you is the Tower in the reverse, Pisces, today. All right. Turn my little guy right here so he can make sure he's keeping an eye out. Well, she. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, I have the Five of Wands here, starting off with fire energy. Pisces, this could be a situation here that I'm getting. This is more of like a self-reflection here. Hey, Teresa. Hey, Para. Um, it's like maybe you've like been back and forth in your head a lot about a certain situation, or just a point in your life. It may not even have anything to do with anybody in particular. Okay, it could, but it definitely seems like you've just kind of been back and forth with a thought or a feeling here. Um, it definitely seems like you're not regretting where you are or anything that you've done to get you here, but it also feels like there's a piece of you that may wish that you hadn't done some of the things you've done. I don't know where that's coming from. So it's almost like you're fighting against not thinking about things that you can't change, or you're fighting against thinking about negative things here. You are pressing forward though, which is great. Clarify the Tower with the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah. There's a few things in your life that you have put, ooh, well, we're going to take those. A few things in your life that you have put a lot of energy into. And for some reason, you're not ashamed of them, but you're not necessarily proud of them. But Pisces, I want to encourage you to know that those things are probably the very things that have made you who you are, that have put you in this place of peace, that have put you in this place of winning, and also setting you up to really find the heart that loves you. As the title clearly states, that, someone not loving you, it made you love yourself more here. So we got the Four of Swords. I have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse and the Hangman. Okay. So definitely see with the Four of Swords, you're protecting your energy at this time. Maybe that's one of the things you look back in. I surely didn't protect myself back in the day. I did not think about my own feelings. Six of Pentacles in a reverse. I gave to people that just did give to me. I can't change it. We got the Hangman, Pisces, your energy is like, I can't change it, but it's still lingering here. I feel like, Pisces, it may be time for you, or maybe you're doing this where you're trying to channel that feeling. You're looking at, okay, yeah, maybe I didn't do the best by my emotions or the best by me back then, but now moving forward, instead of me fighting against the fact that I didn't do what I was supposed to do for myself, at this point I can fight to make sure that I'm doing right by myself at this time. Like, I'm doing the right thing when it comes to my emotions moving forward, because we can't change the past. We can't change that we were around people that didn't love us. We can't change that. No matter what we do, look, the lovers, Gemini, no matter what we do here, we cannot go back in time. We cannot go back in time. Okay? We do. Just saying. We can't go back in time. We can't change anything. We can't change who our the people that do any of that. So I don't feel a regret here. I just feel like, Pisces, maybe you just coming to terms that you're like, man, I just didn't love myself enough back then. Because it's like, had you really loved yourself as much as you do now, you would have quickly. I want to encourage you to remember this piece here. Went through those relationships, those situations entirely, whether it was months, well, let me say weeks, months, years, decades. You went through those situations when you were supposed to. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Okay. You went through those situations when you were supposed to. So it's like there wasn't, you wouldn't have known that you were supposed to be with that person for 6 months or 6 years or 16 years. You wouldn't have known that, because you two were divinely guided to be around each other for the amount of time that you were there. And you were supposed to, either get married, you were supposed to either have children. However it played out, that's how it was supposed to be. Right? So, and you got to think about that version of you back then. You were not in tune like you are now. Ace of Swords in the reverse. And that's okay. You didn't know. I'm pretty sure a lot of you, if you knew what you know now, if you could look at your past version back then, a couple of times back then, you would be like, oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, no, no, no. But I mean, experience is the best teacher. Okay. We have the Sun card here. I do feel like Pisces at this time, you do have a lot of happiness. You have a lot of things to be happy about. You do have more joy in your life, which is great. Okay. This is that self-love here. The Ten of Swords in the reverse. Whoever this person was, Pisces, that's significant. It's like this is somebody that really hurt you. When you think about pain and betrayal, there's a person's name that comes to mind just like that. All right. I feel like with the Ten of Swords in the reverse, this person that just comes to your mind quickly, I honestly feel like this is a person that was supposed to be there to help you on this journey here. They were a big part of your lesson. And I know that you don't like the fact that it had to go down like that for you to learn a lesson, but sometimes things reach us at different times and also in different ways. We have the King of Cups here in the reverse. I honestly feel like maybe this person, they could have been on a journey as well. They could have been on a self-identifying journey. I do feel like you help this person to see themselves more. You help this person to really look at the good parts, the bad parts of themselves. And they also helped you because by you pouring so much into them, you in the end realize with the strength in the reverse here, Leo energy, that you weren't really pouring a lot into yourself. So even in the past, I have the Justice. Okay, even in the past, I have the Justice because justice was being served on your behalf. Balance was being restored here. Even when you were with those people that didn't hold you sacred or didn't hold your situation sacred here. Let me more on the Justice. Yeah, Ten of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, the situations were removed from your life because there were things, Pisces, the Two of Swords here. There were things that you would have constantly been a part of that you didn't see. You know, thank you so much, DP. You would have been a part of a lot of things that you didn't even see coming. I mean, I know what you went through was hard enough, but if you would have stayed in this situation, oh my. Whatever that situation that comes to mind first, when you think about betrayal, there is someone in mind that comes to you just like that. That's the situation I'm talking about. Because, of course, a lot of us have had different relationships over our lifetime. But when you think about betrayal, there's one person that stands out to you. That's the one that I'm talking about in this reading, okay? So there's some things that you didn't see behind the scenes that would have come out and made it worse for you, made it worse for your life had you stayed in that situation. The Hermit in the reverse, Virgo. You would have gotten to see more of what this person was capable of. You saw enough, Pisces. We got the Three of Pentacles here. Okay. I do feel like you have been working hard to really get over this situation. Okay. A lot of you have taken years. A lot of you, this is fairly fresh. It's been months, maybe weeks, maybe. But I feel like you've been working very hard. You've realized something. You have realized something major. Give me a little bit more on the Three of Pentacles. Seven of Cups. You've realized I'll put it like this. Outside of sorting through all of your emotions, all of what happened in this situation, you've drawn a conclusion. The Knight of Wands. You've drawn the conclusion that this person, they may not have loved you the way that you wanted them to love you. Like when you really look at it, I mean, you thought about it because of their actions. But when you really look at it, you're like, they didn't love me like that. You know, they didn't love me like that. They could have told you that. They could have cared for you a lot, but you could see that the love was just not really there when you look at it. Eight of Wands. As you continue to move forward in your life, and when you, like I said, this specific situation that you think about, I feel like what is helping you to really process and what is helping you to really look at yourself differently and have more love for yourself is that you realize this person didn't love you and that you are worthy of love. And sometimes we got to look at our trauma straight in the eyes. We have to look at it and say, oh my goodness, I went through that. I was with a person that didn't love me. And to be honest, they may not have loved themselves. But a lot of times when you're going through the motion of it, you don't see it that way. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. When you were in this scenario, Pisces, all you could see, I'm going to be honest, all you could see is what you weren't doing. When you're in the thick of a situation, it is rare that we look at, when you're in the middle of it now, it is rare that we look at everything this person may be doing that isn't right. Most times when we're in the heat of the moment, we're thinking about what we're doing wrong. That's true, Teresa. They could love you in the way that only that suited them, right? A lot of times we're in situations and we're thinking about what we're doing wrong. You may have been wondering, what were you doing to trigger this person? What were you doing for this person to yell? What were you doing for this person to walk out? What were you doing to this person for them not to want to work on the situation? Which are all valid questions, but you were beating yourself up, Pisces. You know, you were beating yourself up when really, for a lot of you, you made your mistakes. Yeah, maybe there were times where you didn't get it right. We're human, right? But for a lot of you, I'm going to be honest. This person should have been asking themselves those questions. Five of Swords in the reverse. You shouldn't have been the only one confused. You shouldn't have been the only one confused. I know that's right, Teresa. Clarify the Five of Swords in the reverse. The Knight of Cups in the reverse. Because what you realize, Pisces, is that no matter how much you looked at yourself as being the bad guy, you know, there was a piece that you forgot. This person, their angle, if you went through something like this, their angle was to deflect and get the attention from them. They wanted you to feel like you were the bad guy, when all you wanted was love. All you wanted was, you know, things to be reciprocated. They wanted you to feel like the bad guy. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. They wanted you to feel like you were the problem. And for a lot of you, it worked. For a lot of you, it worked. We got the Temperance in the reverse. And here's the thing. For however long you were talking to this person, for however long you were with this person, if they found a way to project their insecurities onto you, they did it every time. Every little thing that went wrong in their life, somehow it was your fault. Somehow. And you're like, okay, you know? And over time, Pisces or Crosswatcher, over time, you started really processing and you started really thinking that it was your fault. You started really thinking that. It happens where people are able to self-identify and see that it's not their fault on the surface. But mentally and emotionally, a lot of times, if you're going through a situation where you have people blaming you for their shortcomings, we internalize that. We do. It's not until we're out of situations and we take a break from it or permanently get away from it, that we're able to see. We can have friends and family telling us all day long, the high priestess in the reverse. Like Pisces, you are the high priestess. Pisces, you're special. Pisces, you're this. Pisces. We can have people saying that all day long. He's crazy for doing you wrong. She's crazy for doing you wrong. And I'm telling you, man, this is for my ladies and gentlemen. And when you're in the thick of the situation, no matter what people outside of your connection that love you are telling you, all you can see is tunnel vision. You have tunnel vision and you're looking right at what is it that I'm doing that's making this situation not work? What am I doing? It's how they wanted you to feel, Pisces. They wanted you to feel like the high priestess in the reverse. They wanted you not to feel like yourself. The Knight of Swords in the reverse. They wanted you to feel this way so that they wouldn't have to feel, number one, the guilt, the shame. They wouldn't have to take responsibility for their actions. And also, I'm going to be honest, that you, no matter how this situation would end up, they wanted you to always feel like they were the best thing you ever had. And that you didn't do enough. We got the devil energy at the bottom of the deck. Clearly, you knew what you were dealing with. Clearly. So when you're thinking about this situation and you're recognizing that this person didn't love you in the way that you needed, not saying they didn't love you at all, but they didn't love you in the way that you needed. When you look at that other side of the situation, you're like, okay, this person had that self-centered, that it's all about me, that you're doing everything wrong. That kind of vibe there, you can see it. Being with somebody for months, years, decades, and there was rarely anything that you got right. But they rarely pointed out what they did. And if they pointed it out, it was like a roundabout justification. It was a roundabout thing. The Chariot in the reverse, Cancer energy. Hey, Gina. It was a roundabout apology. It was a roundabout explanation here. This doesn't have to be love. This could be family, friends, where you realize that a lot of the people didn't love you in the same way that you needed. Not saying it's all about you. Not saying, hey, this is the Pisces show or Crosswatcher show. It's not that. It's just that a lot of times we meet people where they are, and a lot of people are not capable at certain times in their life to really give to connections or friendships in the way that is beneficial for both parties. Most times people come into situations looking for something. They're looking to be loved. They're looking to be cared for. It becomes a me, me, me thing. If you notice the people that are selfless, if you've ever been around in a relationship or dated someone that is not selfish like that, it's a whole different feel. You find yourself feeling more comfortable with that person. You find that your mistakes are not held against you. You find that, you can truly be yourself. That's a person that has probably self-identified. It would be nice if we could meet everybody. A lot of people we meet, if they were all like that, but it's rare. So most times, like Teresa mentioned, most times people can only love you in the way that it suits them. Sometimes they don't have the capacity to love you in the way that you need. And this person here, uh, I'm not going to say they could have treated you better. You know, they could definitely, 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, they could have treated you better. You know, we got the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse because clearly they were not investing in this. Clearly they were in a situation where it kept you tied to it and they were investing with the world. But they had compassion, they had love and all of that. But you're seeing now, Pisces, that, hey, 2 of Wands in the reverse. Person didn't really love me. Maybe this person loved the idea of you. Maybe they love the idea of you. Yeah. 3 of Swords. And so when a person only loves the idea of you for whatever the reason at that point in their life, of course they're not thinking about the emotions. They're not thinking about your emotions. They're thinking about the idea of you and how it fits in their life. Whether it's an image, whether it's what you're doing for them, whether it's the love that you're giving them. You know? So in the end, you ended up getting hurt. Because you were looking for a different kind of love. You were looking for a love that was reciprocative. That was more than this person could give. You know? How did this person feel about Pisces on a deeper level? The 6 of Wands. So clearly they thought a lot of you. That's what I'm saying. It's that vibe of wanting you around because there was something, a fulfillment they were getting from the situation. From you. It was something they were getting from the situation. Unfortunately, it was revolving around what they wanted. The Queen of Wands. And they were happy with you as long as you were providing this, whatever it was. Only you know what that is. As long as you were providing the time, attention, affection, you know, money, whatever it was, place to stay. You know, some of you could have felt like you were this person's punching bag. They would take out their emotional stress on you, you know, their frustrations out on you. Whatever you supplied for this person, they were happy as long as they could get that supply. Okay? But the moment that you stepped into your power, you started asking questions. You started telling the person, hey, I can't do this. I don't feel right with everything. And they were so quick to either pull away from you or leave you. Then you realize they don't love me like that. You know, you realize that. When they started playing games, when they started just not being there, not being present, you knew then. You're like, this isn't unconditional love. King of Wands in the reverse. This love is on a condition. And the condition was, Pisces, for you to align with them in the way they wanted you to. Queen of Cups. It's okay for you to be the Queen of Cups. It's okay for you to be the High Priestess. But they wanted you to do that on their terms and in their way. And when you went against that, when your higher self started really becoming more in tune, and when you started seeing that these things were not fair to you, that's when you realized that this situation wasn't working. And you spoke your truth to this person. You're like, I've been quiet about this situation for months, for years, but the buck stops here. I can't be your punching bag anymore. I'm not getting what I need from this connection. I'm not being treated fairly. I'm being left out. I'm not being heard. You know, you became very, very honest. You started being very honest with this person. Even though you knew this heart didn't love you the same way, you felt that you needed to explain what you were getting ready to do, which was to separate from someone that you two were not on the same page. We got the King of Swords. You gave this person a lot to think about, Pisces. This person could have been very childish. It could have been an older man, older woman. And when I mean older, I'm talking just very mature too, at an age where you know they should know better, right? 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and 20s too, but old enough to know better, right? You've given this person a lot to think about, or you did at that time. They went all this time trying not to think about themselves, trying not to think about what they did and what they said to you and how it made you feel, only to end up thinking about them. Only to think about that. But in the process, Two of Cups here. In the process, you started just looking at yourself and seeing how lovely you are. You start looking at all your gifts. You start looking at all the things that you brought to this person's life. You started recognizing, like, yeah, we had good times. Yeah, there were a lot of things that we did together that I'll never forget. But I love me more. Because Pisces, you realize if you don't love you, who's going to do it? We teach people how to treat us and how to love us. If we're not showing ourselves that love and we're tolerating just, whatever, how can we expect other people to love and respect us? That's what you realize. I don't know at what point you realize that, but you started talking to the person. You started telling them. And I feel like they resisted. Some of you, Six of Swords in the reverse, some of you may have started communicating with this person and they started backing away from you. Some of them probably even left, or you left them. The reaction to your news or reaction to how you really felt threw this person back because they realized that they no longer had control over your emotions. They realized they didn't have control over your emotions anymore. They didn't like for you to come and tell them things that they were doing wrong because they felt like they were losing power. They were losing ground. Okay, so I don't have power here. Let me leave. I don't have power here, so let me cause Pisces to want to leave. Telling you. But when you're in the thick of a situation, it is very easy to internalize. And we think that we don't have a voice. 10 of Cups. And we're so scared that we're going to ruin our happiness if we speak up. But were you really happy? Did you really have your 10 of Cups before this ended? Or do you have it afterwards? 10 of Cups energy. Yep. Some of you knew that your children deserve better if you had children by this person. The 7 of Wands in the reverse. Yeah. You got tired of having your defenses up. You wanted to be free. Even if that meant being single. You knew eventually, or eventually you're going to have somebody in your life. But you didn't want to stay in this. You knew that. Give me one moment, everybody. Thank you so much for your patience, everybody. So yeah, you got tired of having your defenses up. You wanted to be in a situation where you felt free, even if it meant being single. You knew eventually that you would have what you deserve, but you had to get away from this. Okay? I do feel like with the Ace of Wands here at the bottom of the deck, you fought against what you needed to do for a while. I feel like when you fought against this, it's almost like you became even more upset with this person. So in a sense, Pisces, you were kind of doing the same thing that they were doing for a while. Let me say that again. Because you had this internal conflict within yourself, fighting against what you needed to do, fighting against what you needed to do for you, some of you started doing what this person was doing. You started projecting. You started projecting the Five of Cups energy out to this person, just like they were doing with you. They had internal struggles and they were putting that out on you. You were doing the same thing. And this is why you two were clashing. That's why you clashed. The Empress here. You felt like you needed to protect yourself and defend yourself. And when it gets to a point like that, it is time to pull away. It is time for both parties to pull away. Or it was time for you to pull away. The Nine of Cups. And you did. But I'm just pointing that out there because the two of you related to each other more than you knew. So while they were projecting, you began to project too. And by just the mere fact of you taking time to think and pulling yourself out of this speaks volumes. Because it was never going to be a situation that was good for you. And you know that. But the Six of Cups is here. It was the memories that kept a lot of you there. Because you didn't feel loved. It had to be just the memories. You knew they cared. You knew they had love for you. But it wasn't unconditional. It wasn't where you really felt it. You know? So by them showing you very little, it supplied you with a lot because you were able to see, even though this person's treating me this way, look at how I'm treating them, or look at how I've treated them. I deserve what I'm putting out and more. And this is when you realize that, and then you looked at what they were actually giving you, that is what helped you to excel in your decision. Whether they left you or you left them. It happens, Steph. It happens. All right, let's look at the energy around you. It happens where people can be in love with the idea of you being in love with them. It can happen. Ego trip a little bit, you know. And a lot of times people want to come back to get that power back. They want to have that power that they had when they knew that you loved them, or that you cared for them. When you walk away, they want to get that back. Like, oh my God, I like that feeling. Even though they weren't giving you what you deserve, I like that feeling. I don't want that feeling to leave. So let me keep this person interested, you know? Let me keep the person interested in whatever way. All right, let's look at the energies around you, Pisces. Oops. get 3 more good shuffles here. Two more. And one more. All right, Pisces, let's take a look at the energies around you. Too many cards. Thank you so much for your thumbs up, everybody. Please hit the thumbs up if you haven't already. The overall energy I have, Pisces, is the Two of Cups. At the bottom of the deck for the energy around you, I have the Three of Wands. Wow, Pisces. Someone feels that this was a good situation for them. Okay? It's almost like if this person was doing an interview, right? And they were talking about the time that they spent with you, they would have nothing but good things to say at this point. Now, it probably wasn't always like that. Let's see. Give me more than Two of Cups. Seven of Coins in the reverse. They would have good things to say, but the thing about it, they feel like they have messed up in a way that there's no coming back. Or they feel like things have ended and it's done. I'm hearing like signed, sealed, and delivered. It's done. Like, you know, the possibility of going backwards is not there. They feel like literally like the bridge has been burnt between you two. The Wheel of Fortune is in the reverse here. And they don't see it coming back together. So give me a little bit more on the Wheel of Fortune. So they have come to terms with the fact that you're not looking at this situation. But do they know why? The High Priestess is in the reverse. They often look back, if you remember the High Priestess in the reverse and how they wanted you to remain in the first reading. They often look back at the person that they were with, that version of you that they were with when they had that control, that power. They often look back at that man or that woman where they had that control, that emotional tie. Okay? They realized at some point in your connection, you had an exceptional amount of growth to the point that you grew completely out of this situation. Clarify the Three of Wands. Yes, Four of Coins in the reverse. They feel like you grew completely out of this situation. They feel like one day you were just different. But it was not just one day. It was happening over time. They just weren't paying attention. You were ascending. It may not have been in year 1. It may not have been in year 2 or year 5. But at some point, you ascended. And I feel like your ascension was triggered by the Death card in the reverse here. It was triggered by you not wanting to let go. But then you started looking at, what am I really holding on to? Seven of Cups is in the reverse. You gained reality here. You started looking like, what am I holding on to here? I'm holding on to pain. That's when your Queen of Cups started really kicking in. Intuition. Holding on to pain. This person's not going to change. What am I holding on to? Clarify the Queen of Cups. This was what this person didn't want you to do. They didn't want you to be in tune. Knight of Cups here. They didn't want you to be in tune. But I feel like once you became in tune, the process, it was like very, very fast for this person. Like as soon as you, in their mind, they feel like one day you just up and left, or one day you just up and said, you know what, I'm tired of this, I'm tired of that. As soon as those words came out of your mouth, however it ended, everything else just started, unraveling. And I feel like, Pisces, your truth was the catalyst here. Your truth is what helped to speed this up. And that is something this person thinks about. The Tower. Yeah, your truth is what caused the Tower for a lot of you. But you had every right to speak your truth. If you think back, when you started being honest and open and honest with this person, whether they got upset or not, did you notice that things were starting to be revealed more? This person was really showing you more of their true colors and everything. Because for a lot of you, this person wanted you to remain in that High Priestess in the reverse energy. They wanted you to be silent. They wanted you to feel whatever you were feeling, but not say anything. They wanted you to feel what you were feeling, but stay there. With the Eight of Coins. But the whole time, Pisces, when you were quiet, for a lot of you, when you didn't say a lot, guess what you were doing? You were thinking about all the reasons why you need to get out of this. Maybe you had to get to a place of being sick and tired before you actually let go. So you were acquiring all the tools that you needed in order to walk away from this, so you wouldn't want to go back. And for a lot of you with the Devil in the reverse, it took for you to stay a little longer. Maybe it took for some of you to go back a few times to really get a feel for what you didn't have in this person. It may have been years where you finally just realized, I have nothing here. I have nothing here. But with the Sun, I have a lot that I can gain from this situation. I can gain my freedom. I can gain getting my power back. And this is what this person realized, Pisces. How did they feel when you realized this? Ace of Wands in the reverse. They felt like the moment that you just got to a place of being tired and you leaving or you expressed yourself, they felt like they were useless in the situation. Like they felt like their opinions, their thoughts or whatever would be useless at that point. It's like, why am I going to say anything? Pisces already made up their mind. They felt like there was no way, with the King of Coins in the reverse here, there was no way that they could keep you anymore. And you may have reconciled with this person a lot. Like a lot of you for years. You may have broke up, got back together, broke up. I mean, it may have been a thing like that. And I feel like each time you went back, you learned more and more about the person. You learned more and more about what you didn't like. And for a lot of you, it may have taken that. It may have taken for you to go through that, to see that. The Knight of Swords in the reverse. It may have taken for you to go through some chaos before you really want to let this person go. We have the Page of Wands here in the reverse. Because for a while you were procrastinating. This person knew that. This person could feel that you were wanting to leave. But every time they felt that way, clarify the Page of Wands in the reverse with the Ten of Cups in the reverse. They would try to lure you back in pulling on your emotional strings, your heartstrings in whatever way. The Ace of Swords here. And you figured that out too. Anytime you would tell this person, I can't do this, I can't be in this, and this person would tug on your heartstrings, you figured it out. You're like, wait a minute, every time I express myself to this person, they bring me a gift, or want to take me out, or they want to take me on a trip. Every time they feel like I'm about to leave, they want to reel me back in. You caught on to that. But once you were reeled back in with the star in the reverse, they didn't change. It went right back. It went right back to whatever it was before. The Two of Coins, Pisces. This person began to see you setting your priorities first, which didn't involve them. Ooh. Clarify the Two of Coins with the Ace of Cups in the reverse. This triggered this person to really look at themselves, the world in the reverse. And they also realized what they didn't have to offer you. We have the Temperance and how you were searching for balance and you found it. The Four of Cups is in the reverse. I feel like this person does have regrets. The Nine of Swords is in the reverse, but they're accepting this situation, or they've accepted it. Ace of Coins. They may be focused on their money. They may be focused on other things. Okay? Because they feel like they don't have a choice but to focus on moving forward. Because we got the Eight of Wands in the reverse. Like there's no going back to you or you coming back to them. So they've accepted it. They see it. You're showing them that you don't want them anymore, or you've shown them that. Okay, so how do they feel at this point? Six of Wands. Yeah. I feel like they're living life, Pisces. We got the Fool card in the reverse. Why do we have the Fool in the reverse? We have the Nine of Cups here clarifying the Fool, because to be honest, they probably would have liked to approach you, but they were fearful. So they just keep it moving. They just keep moving forward here. The goal would be to try to gain your attention. But, what's the point if you know a person is done with you? What made this person realize Pisces was done? Let's see. What finalized it for this person? Queen of Wands in the reverse. I'm hearing when they started looking for you and they realized you really weren't there. I'm talking in the physical, in the emotional, in the spiritual, the mental. I mean, in every aspect, the financial, when they looked for you and you weren't there, when they couldn't feel you being connected to them again, they didn't have access to you, that's when they realized they lost you. When they started yearning for you and they couldn't reach out to you. When they started yearning for you and they knew it was a no-no. It's like they had to remind themselves, oh, you left, Pisces. This is a person that could have left you, didn't think they'd ever think about you again, right? And once they started missing you, once they started yearning for you, it's like, oh, wait a minute. You broke Pisces' heart. You left them. You can't go back. You cheated on them. You can't go back. You lied. You can't go back. It's like when they started recognizing that they messed up in a way that they know they can't go back. And I feel like that didn't happen until they started missing the connection and yearning for this. They realized they couldn't step back to this. So what's the point of trying to reach out when they know they messed up? Yeah. The Magician. They thought about it. They thought about manifesting the opportunity here, but then they think about it again. It's like Five of Swords in the reverse. What's the point? What's the point? Because in order for this is this person's energy. In order for me and Pisces to make this work, or at least to be civil, or whatever like that, we would have to compromise. And are they ready to compromise with someone that hurt them? Probably not. Did this person really love you? Let's see. The Two of Swords. This person faced a lot of difficulty emotionally, Pisces. Give me a little bit more on that. Why do they face so much difficulty? We got the Emperor in the reverse. We got the Five of Wands, and we have the King of Wands in reverse. I feel like this person was always King of Wands in reverse. They were always thinking about their money or their appearance, or when I say appearance, I mean like their image. They were always thinking about that. But deep down with the Emperor in the reverse, I feel like they were insecure. I feel like they were insecure. Five of Wands here. And it's almost like they had some inner conflict. I'm not saying it's an excuse, but I'm just saying. Queen of Coins in the reverse. And I feel like, honestly, Pisces, this situation, it started growing in a direction that was a waste of your time. Because if the person couldn't be available for you emotionally and really show you the love that you needed, it's a waste of time. It's like having somebody that's ready and then the other person's not ready. Yin and yang. Do I feel like they had an interest in you? Yes. What do they really want from Pisces? What do they really want from Pisces? What did Pisces fulfill for them? What did Pisces fulfill for this person? Okay. Ooh. Got the Seven of Swords. We got the Seven of Wands, 2 sevens here. We got the Eight of Cups and the Knight of Coins. This person could have had some character flaws, or they could have had some things that they were involved in or something like that wasn't on the up and up, okay? Or some character flaws. They could have had a past of some sort, right? But this person felt like, Pisces, that you were patient with them. That's what they loved about you, that you were patient with them, that you were there. You didn't judge them. Okay? And they felt like you were determined to keep this situation going regardless of, how they really showed up. We have the Eight of Cups because truly and honestly, they also feel that if they never showed up in the way that you needed, that you would walk away. And you did. But that's what they loved about you. And to be real, they love the fact that you are willing to walk away, or you did walk away. And I know that sounds contradictory, but that showed them strength. Because to be honest, with the Six of Cups, they've had people in their life that was there for them. They've had people that showed them love, but they haven't had that much of that side of authority like that. Somebody to say, no, this is not good, and move away and be happy after moving away. So yeah. Six of Swords. I feel like this person identified that you wanted change, and you did. Did it prompt them to want to change? Let's see. The Page of Cups in the reverse. Probably not. Probably not. But they knew you wanted something different for your life. You wanted the love you deserve for your life. The King of Cups. Yeah. You deserve somebody with that King of Cups energy. And they've always known that. This is a person that will tell you you're a good woman, you're a good man. and they don't feel like they're good for you, or they didn't feel like they were good for you. This person, y'all could have been married, y'all could have had it all, but they could have had an underlying feeling that they weren't quite good enough for the situation. Don't know why. Don't know why they kept their heart space closed off to you. I feel like it was internal. Even though, Pisces, you may have been thinking it was you the whole time, but this person had issues. Look, 10 of coins in the reverse. If they, I mean, this person could have had money, could have had a nice house or home or whatever, and great job, but they had an underlying insecurity that they projected out onto you, which made things unstable. 10 of coins in the reverse. I'm hearing that song by John Legend. I think it's called Remember When I Used to Love You. I think it's it. I went through the fire for you. Yeah. I think Kanye West is in that song. Can't remember. Yeah, and then he says, I just don't love you, not like I used to. I feel like, Pisces, that's you. It's called Used to Love You. I feel like that's your energy. You stopped loving this person. The strength card's in the reverse. Yeah. You became exhausted. Pouring into yourself. Absolutely. This was the straw that broke the camel's back. Whatever heartbreak you went through, this was it. This put you on this self-healing journey. 5 of Cups in the reverse. And you started healing. The 9 of Coins. And I feel like you're victorious in your healing here. And you love yourself. This person's presence in your life taught you how to love yourself. By them not loving you, it forced you to love yourself. And it also forced you to recognize what you truly deserve. The pain, the multiple breakups to makeups, all the energy you poured into this person and never, or you rarely, I won't say never, you rarely got that feeling back, is what triggered you to love you more, because you started feeling like you were neglecting yourself. You were being neglected by this person. For a long time, you couldn't see that you were being neglected emotionally by this person. You felt hollow inside. The moment you realized that they were not loving you. Queen of Swords. You started thinking more strategically. You're like, wait a minute, they're not loving me. I'm pouring and pouring and pouring to their cup. But yet and still, I'm depleting my cup. And they're not putting anything. They're not even sharing the love that I give them. They weren't even sharing what you were pouring in their cup. They didn't even take the time to take that cup that you filled up for them and pour some back in your cup so you wouldn't be in lack. They didn't even do that. And you started thinking about it. I'm not getting anything out of this. And they knew that. The 2 of Wands. They always felt like you would move on. Why didn't they try to make this work? The 4 of Swords. I just feel like, let's clarify. The Hermit in the reverse. Stuck in their ways. Stuck in their selfish ways. The Empress in the reverse. Yeah, stuck in their selfish ways. The Judgment here, which cost them. Being selfish like this and not pouring into a person that's clearly pouring into you cost them you. It cost them this connection. Do I feel sorry for them? No, I do not. I do not feel sorry for this person, because they had ample time and opportunity Are they sad that you're moving forward? Yes. 6 of Coins. For some of you, they know you're dealing with somebody else. Okay? They know you're with somebody else, or you're preparing yourself to be with someone else. Thank you for the $4.99. It's not popping up. I don't know who sent the $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much. My chat is a little behind. Yeah. They know you got somebody else, or they feel like you do. Or that feeling they have could be you manifesting somebody and they're coming. Justice. Look at that. You're on the winning side, Pisces. Not saying they're a loser. I'm not saying that. But you on the winning side. How they're feeling now is how they should have felt the whole time. But they didn't. Maybe they weren't capable of it. Maybe they didn't have the capacity. I don't know. But keep doing your thing. If you got new love in your life or you're manifesting new love, keep that going for yourself. Don't throw that away because somebody, oh, they miss you. Oh, they have regrets. 10 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Let them feel whatever they got to feel. We wish them well and hope they heal, but let them feel whatever they got to feel. You had to feel your feelings and get through them. Don't mess up something good. Don't mess up the peace that you have in your life and new love and new things coming in to try to accommodate somebody that didn't see your worth the first time. Keep moving. Okay? Keep moving. I'm going to pull a few oracles for you, Pisces, for your forward movement. Okay? If you're watching this right now, please make sure, look below this video, make sure you have subscribed. Okay? Subscribe to the channel, and to the right of that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when we're live again, and you can join us whenever you have the time, or when you see that I'm live, you can pop on. Okay? So make sure you do that. Let's pull a few oracles and then we'll close out this reading. Okay? I hope this message has helped you. I hope it's encouraging. And I hope that it has brought you clarity. Okay? Thank you so much for your thumbs up. I really appreciate you so much. Thank you. All right. Let's pull let me pull some oracles. Give me one moment, everybody. Let me get a deck. Give me 1 minute. Okay, thank you for your patience, everybody. Let's get in a few oracles for you for your forward movement and to close out this reading. Okay, and also I like to attach a little bit of extra insight to these closing messages, so please stick around. Okay, the 2 decks I'm going to be using the Enchanted Map Oracle and also the Happier Me affirmations. Okay, from Teresa and Gail. Okay. All righty. Let's get into it. Okay. Okay, give me one moment, everybody. I hope you're doing well. If you are interested in a personal reading or spiritual life coaching, please visit my website. It's in the description box. If you have purchased a reading from me and you have sent your generous donation, which I appreciate, please allow me 24 to 48 hours to get your reading back to you, okay? All right. If you have any poetry or if you have a story, because I have some subscribers that are sharing their poems and stories. If you have anything that you would like for me to make a part of the channel, okay, and giving you full credit for it, make sure you email me. Send me your poetry. Send me your story so it can be read, and giving you your credentials if you're interested on the channel, okay? That would be great. Okay, let's get into it, Pisces. So let's look into some oracle message for you. All right, let me deck here. I do thank you, Teresa, for your donation of a story. I do thank you for that. All right, let's see what we got, Pisces. Card came out yesterday as well in the same position. Okay. Overall, Pisces, I have the Goblins card. Okay, so with the Goblins card, that's just purely just looking at, let me hold it up for you. Just purely looking at the fact that you are trying your best to watch negativity in your atmosphere. We know we can't get rid of the negativity, but you're definitely putting yourself in a space where it doesn't affect you as much moving forward. I do feel like any type of negativity that you have experienced in your life, you're finding better ways to cope with it. We can't change anything about the past. We can't go back. We can't do anything. But I do feel like you're at a place where you're finding ways to really cope, and you're accepting some things. And you're also accepting there have been a lot of things that you didn't deserve. You never deserved it. Okay. All right. Let me clarify that Goblins card here. It says, I'm grateful for all that I have and all that I am. Yep, that's where you are. Accepting the negativity in your environment, accepting the negativity in your world, that things that have happened to you, and you're moving forward. You're grateful for where you are now because you have this solitude. At the back of the card, it says, being grateful is such a wonderful gift you can offer yourself. Okay. Take 5 minutes each day to reflect on what you're grateful for. Yeah, absolutely. When you come out of a place of feeling like you weren't heard, feeling like you don't know what to do with yourself emotionally, when you find peace, it is such sweet relief. And I feel like a lot of you are there. If you're not there, you're headed that way. Okay, so keep up the good work, Pisces or cross watcher. We have the Golden Palace card here. Let me hold that up for you. It's a beautiful card. So with this card, I'm getting this vibe that this is the ultimate goal for you to be in a safe space, for you to be in a place that you treasure, for you to really look at your life as being a golden palace for you with all possibilities endless. And I definitely feel like you're taking this time to really look at the treasures that you have within your life, within your spirit. I feel like a lot of you are tapping into more gifts. I feel like a lot of you are recognizing more abilities that you have. And yeah, it's just a good space for you moving forward. Let's get one card to clarify. It says, the power to change my world lies within me. Absolutely. So you're seeing that you are a powerful being. You're seeing that if you don't want to have negativity in a relationship anymore, guess what? You can put your manifestations to the test and really manifest what it is that you want in a person. Will that person be perfect? No. Are you perfect? No. Okay. But you can manifest the love that is perfect for you. With its challenges, with its lessons, with its abilities to change your life and you change someone else's, I do feel like you're at a vibration now, or you're headed that way where you're able to change your circumstance. At the back of this card, it says, if you concentrate on the negative, you will only see problems. If you concentrate on the positive, you will find solutions. The power lies in your thoughts. Don't sabotage yourself for something that hasn't happened yet. Yes. Don't speak negativity into your life. You know, speak positivity as much as possible. I know we all face challenges. I know that it's tough. Some days are better than others. Some days you may feel like you want to pull your hair out. Then other days you want to try to find that hair that you pulled out. It's like, so just make sure you're trying to remain grounded. Make sure you're trying to keep yourself in peace as much as possible. Let's look a little bit oracle from your past here. We have the field of dreams. I feel like a lot of you have had so many dreams, have had so many goals for yourself. Maybe you allowed a relationship to kind of offset that, okay? Maybe you were too busy raising your children. You didn't get a chance to do those things you want to do. Maybe you had to take care of sick parents one time and you didn't get a chance to do some things, and all those things are reasonable. Maybe you had some issues within yourself and you couldn't fulfill your dreams, but now you have the time. Now you're making the time to do the things that you want to do, okay? And the world needs to know about your gifts. The world needs to know about this unique person that you have created by you working so hard on yourself internally, okay? Let's clarify that Field of Dreams card. I forgive those that have harmed me in my past and peacefully detach from them. Wow. So you're able to focus more on your dreams because of these unhealthy attachments that you detached from. You have room now. And you've had other responsibilities that also kept you back. Responsibilities for yourself, your children, your other family members, friends, whatever it was that you had to work on. And forgiveness here, it's no longer in the way. The only person that can get in the way between you and success is you, Pisces. At this point, you will be the third party that interferes with your happiness if you choose to. Okay? It's all up to you. Forgiveness plays an essential role in your happiness. Forgiveness replaces the sorrow in your heart and love and peace. With love and peace. Absolutely. So you're choosing, even if you don't like how someone treated you, you're choosing to look at the fact that what they did to you didn't destroy you. You're choosing to look at things from a different perspective, a different angle moving forward. And I feel like that's really helping you. Okay. This card came out in the same position yesterday. It's the coming apart card. When I see this card, I am envisioning you, Pisces or cross watcher, could be any other sign. I am envisioning you looking at your past version coming apart, right? At the seams. And walking into something different, breaking away from negativity, coming apart so that you could come back even better and more whole. That's the vibe I'm getting here. And I feel like a lot of you, that's symbolic of where you've come from. You feel like you've had to break down or get your heart broken in order to transform. That's why sometimes if we look at it, we have to appreciate the pain too, because the pain is what gets us to where we need to be. Growing pains hurt. When you're a child and you have growing pains and you're getting taller, that hurts. Okay? That hurts. So we know that the pain that we've endured wasn't just for nothing. We endured that pain so that we could learn that valuable lesson of how to love ourselves more, on how to not allow other energies to affect our energy, not allow disrespect, disregard. We had to detach from a part of ourselves that probably put up with a lot of things. We had to detach from ourselves that wasn't quite healed. Then we had to work on those things and work on reattaching to self and becoming more whole. Okay? Let's clarify that card with the my love is stronger than arguments and fights. Look at that. Conflicts. All this kind of stuff that you face with people, energies that didn't understand you. You're seeing my love is stronger than arguments and fights. Your ego will always try to win. you. You are much more than your ego. Whenever you find yourself in an argument, ask yourself, does it really matter? Is it worth giving away my peace? Absolutely. So while you've been coming apart, or it felt like you were coming apart, you've realized that you've had to channel those emotions. A lot of times, emotions from other people, when we're arguing and debating and all that, can make us feel so much rage. You're channeling it different. So when you're coming apart to come back together whole, you're recognizing that anytime you have an argument, even anytime you have a fight with someone, an argument, whatever, they get you to that place. It's low vibrational, number one. And number two, it's taken away from you coming back whole. Right? I always say, I don't want to meet my better half. I want to meet my equal whole. Because if you meet your better half, you're only meeting half of a person, which means I'm only half of a person. But if we can be equal wholes, guess what? We're going to be bonuses together. We're going to be a bonus for each other's life. And I feel like that's what you're manifesting and that's what you're working towards. Okay? We have the education card here, Pisces. You are enlightening yourself moving forward even more in your spirituality, maybe in an educational field of some sort. Maybe you have gotten to a place where you want to enhance the knowledge that you already have. Okay? You're learning, or you've learned that educating yourself in whatever way is truly beneficial for you. And also, you could be doing a lot of self-help, becoming more educated on self-help to help yourself, reading self-help books, gaining more knowledge just on how to overcome grief, trauma, loss. I mean, all of that. And that is adding to you becoming your highest version. That is adding to you elevating your vibration. So good job. Let's clarify. I am doing my best and that is enough. Wow. That's you coming to terms. You're putting in the work. You're acquiring the knowledge. You're acquiring the education there. You're open to learn, because we all have so much to learn. There's not a person in this world that knows everything. My mom used to tell us when we were little, you can take what you know and put it on top of a pinhead and you still have so much more to learn. And that's true. That's true. The older that I get, the more I realize she's right about that. Because there's always something to learn. I am doing my best and that is enough. So when you realize that your best is enough, when you realize that there's so much more for you to learn, you don't know it all, you make mistakes. Maybe a lot of times you make mistakes because maybe you didn't know. Maybe you're learning, maybe you need to be taught, but being open to learn, being open to acquiring more knowledge is what's going to help you to absolutely do more of your best. Okay? It says we can grow only by accepting our current limitations. Time will bring new skills, but also new limitations. And each time we will do our best with what we have. Absolutely. Absolutely. We do the best with what we have until we will acquire more knowledge and experience to do better. But until then, you only know what you know. And you can only do the best of what you can do. All right. It says, coming to life. Some of you could feel like right now, you're living your best life, as they say. I know we hear that so much. It's so cliche. But you're living your best life. You're standing in your truth. You're being the authentic version of you, and you shouldn't be anything less than that. Okay? And I feel like you feel really good. You may be still healing. You may be still processing from a lot of things. But you're coming to see that you deserve the best. You're coming to see that you deserve more than what you've given yourself credit for. And also, you're looking more valuable to the outside world. You're looking more valuable to your options. You're looking more valuable. I'm just going to go ahead and say it, to your exes. You're looking more valuable to your family, because you see now that you're worthy. All it took is for you to wake up one day and see and know your value. And that's how everybody else is seeing it. That's how they're able to see your values, because you see it for the first time. Okay? Or whatever you realized. And clarifying that with, I am enough. You see your value. You had to realize that you are enough. I don't care if you're tall, short, fat, skinny, black, white, any other race, gay, straight. It doesn't matter. You realize that you're enough. All those things are just characteristics. But what is the spirit saying? How is your character? What does your integrity look like? You are enough. And the more you add on to your life, the more changes you're making, you are enough. You're unique the way that you are. Compared to no one. We all have our own journey and our own rhythm. It's okay to want more for yourself. Be gentle with yourself in the process. Be your own supporter rather than your own enemy. Look at that. All of that has come to fruition for you because you are living your best life. You've come to realize that you deserve happiness too. You do. You've given happiness to so many people, these exes, all these people that probably never ever deserved a conversation. Let's be honest. Some of these people that we've dated, I'm going to say we because we're in this together, they probably never deserved a conversation. But they were fortunate enough to have our grace in their life for however long. And in the end, you went from feeling unworthy of love to now seeing and realizing that you were enough the whole time. You were just around people that didn't know who they were. Okay? And if a person doesn't know who they are and they don't feel like they're enough, guess what they're going to do? They're going to project that out to you to make you feel like you're not enough for them when really they don't feel like they're enough. Just saying. Got one more. We have the wishing well card. Perfect way to end this reading. Whoever hurt you, whoever betrayed you, whoever lied to you, whoever left you, forgive them. I know you're going to look at the screen like, what is Empress talking about? I'm telling you, everybody, forgive them. Forgiveness is not for them. Forgiveness is for you. When you forgive a person, that doesn't mean that what they did was cool. That doesn't mean they're innocent. That doesn't mean that. What it means is this person hurt you. They did whatever they did to you. You know you reap what you sow. You didn't like it. But forgiveness is key so that you don't harbor ill intent, ill feelings, and bitterness. Because when we hold on to bitterness, hard feelings, all of that, we keep that all inside and we're going to project that out to people that don't even deserve it. So we got to forgive these people that hurt you. It may be a process. You're never going to forget what they did. You're never going to forget that they left. You're never going to forget any of that. But forgive. Doesn't mean they're not guilty of the crime. It just means that you're choosing not to let what they've done to you rule your whole life and ruin your future opportunities. You're choosing to put it aside and let the Creator deal with that person in his own way. And this wishing well is perfect because that's what you really need to do right there is wish them well. She's putting the coin in the wishing well to make a wish, right? And your wish could be that this person has wellness and success, and leave it at that. May they find whatever they're looking for. May they find whatever they feel is missing within themselves, because we all know that when we treat someone bad or somebody treats you bad, it means something's lacking within them, because happy people don't go around hurting people. Excuse me. Happy people do not go around hurting people. It's people that are not very happy or not good within themselves. Those are the ones that hurt people. So now you can look at this situation with your exes or people that you've encountered that hurt you and look at it from a different perspective. You know? Clarify the wishing well card with the my challenges help me grow. Back of the card it says always don't be scared of them. Even you don't see it at the time. Even if you don't see it at the time, their sole purpose is to make you stronger. Talking about your challenges. And one of your primary challenges, the biggest one, is forgiveness for a lot of us. And it will help you grow. Being big enough to help yourself grow means forgiving and processing. And it's hard to forgive and forget. But your mind will be set free the more forgiveness you have in your heart. And something interesting happens when you choose to forgive a person that hurts you. It shifts the energy. So where you've been thinking, oh, that person, they got away with hurting me and I'm so mad and all that. And I get it. I've been there, been right there. When you choose to forgive, you shift the energy. You put the energy back where it belongs, with them. So you're forgiving. You're still going on about life. This person energetically can feel that. And guess what? It causes them to have to really look at this situation differently. You shift the energy. When you take on all the blame, all the blame, all the shame, it keeps you down. But when you forgive, you shift the energy. You do. And it can be felt. So it causes the person that hurt you to reflect more. We don't want them to hurt. That's why we always, pray and send them positive vibes or however you do. But I'm just saying, it shifts the energy. And you pray that you both can be set free. I always say whenever I had exes that hurt me, I say, I wish them well. And I hope that one day they can understand that I really love them. And they can also see what they did. Not to punish them, but for them to see how painful that is to have treated someone like that. Maybe they won't make the mistake with another person. But, hoping that they see that my intent was to really love them and hope that they'll get the clarity and see that how I was treated wasn't right. That's how I manage. And it works. It works. Always send positive vibes, y'all. I know it's hard, but that is a huge, huge challenge for a lot of people. Okay? Wow, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this message. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Look below this video. If you see the subscribe button is still not clicked on, please click subscribe, okay? Make sure you hit the notification bell on the right side of that subscribe button so you'll be notified when I'm live again. And for other messages, please feel free to leave a comment to let me know how it resonates. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much, everybody, for your participation in today's chat. Thank you for joining today, even if you couldn't stay the whole time. I am so grateful for your presence. I'm so grateful for your energy. I hope you would take the time to check out some of the other readings on my channel. And also, if you're interested in a personal reading or spiritual life coaching with yours truly, please visit my website that's in the description box for information on that. If you're interested in my Amazon wish list, there's absolutely no pressure. That link is in the description box below. I thank you so much, everybody. I hope your day is wonderful. I want you to always know and remember that you are worth it always. Take care of yourself. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat today. Thank you for all that all of you have done for the channel, the gifts, the donations, the readings, the questions, just everything. Just you taking the time to click on this message or other messages. I am so grateful, so humble, and I really appreciate you. And I am just hoping that you receive, well, I know you will receive all of what you've been manifesting and all of what you deserve, okay? Thank you, everybody. We will definitely do an energy check later, so make sure you have subscribed and hit the notification bell so you can join us again. But thank you, lovelies. I hope you have a great day. Remember, you are worth it always. Take care. Bye.